When you're under the weather, there's nothing like a steaming hot cup of tea, and there are good reasons why. Joining me now is Team Master Olivia Wingert from Souvia Tea. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good to see you too, Lisa.
And it's funny how our bodies kind of naturally know, because you always hear when you're sick, oh, I'll make you a cup of tea, and people crave it, but there's reasons behind that. I mean, it really can help us.
Oh, most definitely. And this is the beginning of the flu season, so it's the perfect time to really start getting your immune system ready for it.
And finally, so it's cooling down, so you're craving a nice warm cup of tea.
Yes.
Now, you brought some different kinds, and I know each one kind of serves a purpose. And I've heard a lot about the green teas, correct?
Right, but you know, interestingly, the green teas, while they're very much studied in regards to cancer and cardiovascular health, it's the black tea that you want to drink to boost your immune system.
Oh, okay.
So because of the different processing, it has qualities that actually make your body produce more T cells, so fight those viruses that are out there. Now, aside from tea, there are also wonderful herbals, and that would be botanicals like your peppermint, chamomile, that have basically benefits that help you keep the flu and the cold at bay, or if you're sick, to kind of shorten the illness a little bit. So, for example, at Souvia we have a great tea called cold chaser. And so it really chases the cold away. It's a blend with thyme and rosehip. So a lot of wonderful herbs that help you stay healthy, or if you're sick, like I said, shorten the duration of the illness. Echinacea, a lot of people are familiar with that. That is available in various forms now, but echinacea is the herb that you want to take when you are feeling a cold coming on.
So get
and then it's kind of that the magic bullet. It's not a tonic herb. You don't want to take it for a long period of time because your body develops a tolerance.
Oh, okay.
So
that's good to know. And you walk people through it when they come to Souvia Tea.
Exactly. So we answer all of those questions. But if you want to get your body ready, and especially your kids get those ready. School has started. You know, the germs are abundant in the classrooms.
Yes.
So elderberry is really what.
And this is the elderberry.
That's the elderberry. It's used in Europe for hundreds of years. It's actually a cough syrup that is available here now too. But the elderberries have, and research has shown that, 2 compounds that prevent the flu virus from entering the respiratory cells.
Oh, really?
So this is a great herb that you can make into a tea and a tincture and take it now continuously through the winter to really keep your immune system strong.
Okay, so what did you do? Did you just take this with water and boil it? Or?
Well, see, what I'm doing actually for my kids, and I have 9 little nieces and nephews, so I make this in large batches to get them through the winter, is elderberry syrup. And that is very easily made at home. Again, you can buy it in the stores, but why spend a lot of money if you can make it at home?
Plus, it's fresh.
Much easier.
Getting it right
it's fresh. You control the ingredients, and so it's very easy. We start with, for just a normal batch, with this is about half a cup of elderberries, dried elderberries, and 6 ounces of water, or 3 ounces of water for half a cup, and 6 ounces for a full cup, which I made here. You put it on your stove, bring it to a boil, and simmer it for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
A long time. Okay.
Yes, a long time. And since we don't have that time here, I already prepared that. So I prepared the elderberries, and then what you do when it's done, you turn off the heat, you strain it, and
you said tincture, which I love that word, tincture. This
is a syrup, actually.
That's
a tincture you would make with alcohol. So here now you see the berries, nice and juicy, and they actually have a really nice taste. And you want to mash them all to make sure you get all the good stuff that's in there into your syrup.
So a natural medicine you make at home.
Make at home in your kitchen very easily. And then you take and this is also something you control.
It up a little bit.
And honey, of course, also has antiviral and antibacterial properties.
I gotcha.
So it adds to the benefit of the medicine. And you add about half a cup to a cup. Now, like I said, I made a double batch, so I add a little bit more. But you can control that too, depending on how sweet you'd like it.
I think your kids will like it a lot better than some of the stuff you get over the counter, because they don't like the taste, and that looks nice and sweet, and you know what you're giving them.
Yes.
Thank you so much for bringing this to us. So start with that now, right? Because
start with that now, and then you see you can also just fill it in little bottles. It keeps in the refrigerator for about 3 months, so another benefit. And you can also give it away as a gift. Oops, I spilled a little bit here.
That's okay. What would you recommend? Just a teaspoon a day? Or
a teaspoon a day. It's kind of just like a little glass.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm liking the little glasses. So it gives you some ideas, you know, if you want to kind of jump on it. Oh, thank you. I'm going to take it so I don't get sick.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Olivia. Some good information here. And if you want more information about Souvia tea, of course, you can visit them on our website or call our hotline. And don't wait, because you don't want your kiddos getting sick.
Arizona Restaurant Week is happening now through September 23rd. Here to tell us more about it are Chef Lester Gonzalez from Cowboy Chow and Tiffany Hawkins from Arizona Restaurant Association. Thank you for